They're straight up pretending to not miss you right now. Look, the relief stage is the very beginning of the whole breakup process. So right now, the missing you part isn't really that strong compared to what it's going to be like down the road. Yes, and I'm Kyle, and I help people with breakups. I've done thousands of consults, and I've helped people get their exes back, and these tips are going to help you. So they pretend not to miss you because they are more attached to the dream of being alone and being on their own right now. And that attachment to that dream, right? Sometimes the dream is of being single. Sometimes they just want to focus on a specific part of their life, maybe school, maybe work, whatever. But always remember this, they break up with you because the idea of the relationship no longer seems like a fun or welcoming or a good place to be. This is why you always get, let's just be friends. It's better off if we're friends. Or, I need to go figure myself out right now. I need to go do me for a while. Because they don't want to worry about your emotions. They don't want to be obligated to your emotional state. So what they do is they pull away and they push you away so they can live out their dream. But one thing that they're not ready for is what missing you is going to feel like. They think they're not going to. Now, this is also tied in with how you treat the breakup. If you chase, beg, and pursue and plead, all you're doing is you're pressuring them to look at the relationship when they no longer want to right now. You have to organically let them get to that spot. When you do, it will come back to them slowly, organically, and naturally. And then they'll start missing you, and this is like kind of the idea of becoming nostalgic about the relationship, because once they're nostalgic about you and the relationship, this is when they're going to go, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was hasty. Maybe I jumped to conclusions. Maybe I do need you in my life. This is the stuff I see as a coach all the time. What you guys as dumpies have to do is let go of the idea that everything is going to change tomorrow. You have to give it this time and the space that's required. Once someone feels like pushing you away, it takes quite a long time to get them to turn it around. That sucks to hear. However, if you do it right, you can do it very, very well and very, I want to say quickly, but you can do it effectively is what I want to say. Because keeping them around the second time is the second part of the battle, and that's the harder part. Because you really do have to do quite a bit of work on your emotional state. If you guys need help, book a call.